So, Sarah, what is this?
It's a PVC pipe.
It's a piece of PVC pipe, and it's pretty rigid, and you use these a lot in irrigation to get water from point A to point B. This is a little small size here, but you may end up using it in some of your irrigation applications. You could use bigger pieces, big old 12-inch that I made, or 6. It's range from anything. So here we got this rigid PVC pipe, and here we have a little bit different kind of pipe, more like tubing. This is like a little bit of 1/2-inch poly tubing, but still the same purpose as our PVC pipe. And we have this tubing here, this little 1/4-inch tubing, still serves the same purpose as these other two, delivering water from point A to point B in our irrigation practices. And just like we got different types of tubing and pipe in irrigation, we have lots of different irrigation methods. Some people have. Now the problem with hand line is it takes a lot of work. When your watering sets that you'll move that line around to about every 12 hours you'll move that line to a different set. You got to break that line completely apart, move it to that set, and reassemble it. So to overcome this problem, somebody invented the wheel line. The wheel line is pretty much like your hand line. It's got a sprinkler on top of it. No riser because you're already at a height due to the line being put right in between the wheels. But you don't have to break it apart to move it. The operator. Well, what problem do you think there are with hand lines and wheel line sprinklers?
Well, their heads go in a circle. They spray in a circle, so maybe uniformity.
Well, the big problem with hand lines and wheel line overhead sprinklers is the uniformity of it. Overwatering or underwatering spots. Going around in a circle, like JC said. The other problem is these heads have the nozzle on the end of them. And when it's brand new, that nozzle works really good and it does a pretty accurate job of delivering that supply of water. But after a while, dirt that's passing through there or other junk, just even the flow of water is going to make this hole bigger and mess up with your flow of water. Also, you could get a rock jammed in there, and you're not camping out sitting on that wheel line and hand line during that 12 hours. You've got other chores you got to be doing. And so there may be a time there where your certain pot in that area doesn't receive the water that it needs. So that's the big problem with the wheel lines and hand lines, the uniformity of water. So to overcome that, somebody invented the center pivot. The center pivots are really advantageous in making sure you get a continuous supply of water to all areas of your field. Labor out of it. So you think, man, center pivots, why don't we stop there? I mean, it's a great irrigation method. It puts continuous water on. You can do it right from your home. It takes a lot of labor out. But what is the problem with center pivots that some people think? Dave?
You miss out on part of the field.
That's right. Those little circles down in there. When you're flying over in an airplane, you peek out the window and it looks like there's crop circles. It's really just center pivots. But yeah, like Dave said, you're missing out on your corners. And so that can be a substantial part of your field. So if you still want the continuous flow of water and the luxuries, I suppose, of the center pivots, you can go with a lateral setup. Those are some techniques used in overhead irrigation and overhead sprinklers. So what questions are there